What's up, guys and gals, all of you who have expressed interest in the Opposites Attract cohort. I made this video for you because I want to explain to you what exactly it is. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, the Opposites Attract cohort, we're launching Thursday, July 30th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We're jumping on and we're talking about the invisible, ununderstood, misunderstood science of polarity, which is how two opposite ends attract each other, specifically tying that into dating and relationships. So that's what we're doing Thursday the 30th, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. If you don't want to listen to a video about the course and the cohort and the offer stack that includes, then you can stop watching this. Just be sure to hit the like button on your way out. But here's what we're doing. We're getting guys and girls together in a live course format. And for 6 weeks, we're going to go through the complementary opposite trait pairs that make men masculine and that make women feminine, or if you mess it up, they can make men feminine and women masculine. So let's talk about who this is actually for. If you watch the rest of this video, I will make sure you know exactly what you will be getting, and then you can decide whether or not you're going to join. So let's talk about who this is for. This course is for Christian men and women who want healthier dating relationships or stronger marriages, or if you're single, this is for you even more so specifically. If you're single and you can't find someone godly, deep, emotionally intelligent, stable, and you actually are genuinely attracted to them and they're actually genuinely attracted to you, if that's you, if you've been frustrated in the dating game for a while now, then this is probably more for you than it is for anyone else, even though it's really powerful for dating and marital relationships too. If you want to understand attraction instead of just guessing, if you feel like you're attracting the wrong type of people, this is for you. If you keep repeating unhealthy relationship patterns, this is for you. If you want biblical wisdom about what it really means to be masculine, about what it really means to be feminine, with no mumbo jumbo, with practical psychology, with proven experience from my client work, this is for you. Okay, and let's talk about who this is not for. This is not for somebody who wants kind of a new age woo-woo manipulation, who wants to worship the sun and crystals, and who doesn't believe in Jesus, okay? This is for Christians who want to understand how God designed the masculine and the feminine. You don't have to be a tea party loving, pink wearing woman to be feminine, okay? You don't have to know how to throw a football and change a tire and grill to be a masculine man. Those are all stereotypes, and some of them are rooted in biology and psychology, but those are not masculinity and femininity per se. We're not going to try to put you in a box. We're just going to try to show you how to be masculine and feminine by God's design. So there's two major benefits that come from understanding polarity, masculine, feminine polarity. The first benefit is that you have greater alignment with who you are and who the other sex is supposed to be as well. Masculine men, feminine women. When you understand what it really means to be masculine and what it really means to be feminine, then relationships will become easier for you. Communication will become easier for you. Dating will become less confusing. Attraction will become less confusing. You will begin to work with your God-given nature instead of against your God-given nature. You're going to become more fully who God made you to be when you can understand how to be masculine or how to be feminine, because it is through God's design. Those of you who've read my Substack on this understand the masculine's hard, the feminine is soft. The masculine is outward, the feminine is inward. The masculine is projecting, the feminine is receiving and ingesting, okay? It's all biological, it's all anatomical, it's all psychological, it all flows in the same direction, and it's all from God. It's all God's design. And when we understand how these things that are reflected in our anatomy are actually rooted in God's design that transcends that and includes psychology and dispositions, then you can really become who God designed you to be. And flowing from that is the second benefit, which is just greater attraction. When your polarity increases and that magnetic pull between the two ends increases, attraction will naturally go up. Respect will naturally go up as you're a man. Desire will naturally go up as you're a woman. Relationships start to become more effortless. It's really simple. It's nothing mystical. It's nothing new age. It's that simple, timeless adage of opposites attract. It's learning how to do that with masculine and feminine polarity. I'll tell you a story about how this works. I was once talking to a very eligible young lady, had plenty of attention, but she could not seem to find a man who she was really into, who was really into her. She was looking for more of a masculine type man, a manly man. And she kept kind of getting these guys who were not super manly. They were kind of unimpressive. And I was having these conversations with her to try to help her understand what might be going on, to try to uproot the feminine dysfunction that might be attracting the wrong type of guy. And for her, it was really about allowing herself to receive. It was about allowing herself to be served, because she's strong-willed, a go-getter, independent. She grew up in a certain household where independence was promoted and encouraged. And so she became strong, independent, which is good. Okay, you're not gonna hear me knock that. But it had corroded her ability to receive and be served. It had also hurt her ability to ask for help, to ask for favors and service. Whenever she opened herself up just to that one idea of receiving more, her dating life immediately changed. The next man that she dated was way different than the past, way more mature, way more masculine, way more grounded. She didn't end up marrying him, but she ended up dating another man after him who was an even better fit for her, and ended up marrying that guy to close the deal out. And it all changed after she opened herself up more to receptivity and reception. So it's stories like that, and it's stuff that I work on with my clients. It's stuff that I've seen in my own life, because I used to be a little bit depolarized myself. I hate to admit it, but it's stuff like that that convinced me that these ideas deserve an entire cohort. They actually deserve a whole lot more than just an entire cohort. We already ran the feminine essence cohort last year, which was just femininity, and that was really fun. That went really well. But this year we're doing a co-ed group, because I want you guys to be able to talk to each other in the group. But before I get ahead of myself, I want to talk about the big issue. Why do we actually need this stuff? So the truth is, modern culture is blurring masculinity and femininity. Many men don't know what masculine leadership and strength actually is. Many women don't know what feminine essence and radiance actually is. And as a result, everyone is trying harder to date and to find somebody, and we're all striving, we're all working, but we're becoming less attractive to each other because we're depolarized. So to wrap up here, let me give you a practical overview of what the cohort is going to look like. We're going to go through complementary trait pairs, masculine and feminine traits. We're going to look at them both in detail. We're going to understand the masculine side. We're going to understand the feminine side. For the masculinity, we're not going to be leaning on stereotypes. It's not going to be good Christian virtue with a sword or with a lion or with a battle analogy, okay? We're going to be doing biblical masculine principles with examples, with application, stuff that when I tell you, you're going to intuitively know. All of these truths on the masculine side, the feminine side, you will intuitively know them, but you will now be able to codify them and grow them in your own life. That's the big difference with this. None of this is anything fantastical, but it's stuff that you need to be exposed to so that you can learn in and grow in. We're not doing machismo. We're not doing weakness or passivity for the feminine side either. We'll look at the masculine side, we'll look at the feminine side. But true feminine strength and how masculine and feminine traits actually complement each other. We're not going to say anything stupid like masculinity is strong. How about this? Good humans are strong. We're not going to say masculinity is honorable. How about this? Good humans are honorable. Okay? Whenever we're talking about polarity, opposites, we don't get to say that men are strong because that would make women weak. We don't get to say men are honorable because that would say women are dishonorable. Okay? We're talking about positive complementary traits, two halves to a whole. We're not talking about good and bad, right? After we break down the difference between the masculine and the feminine trait, we will go into the polarity, how that attraction actually grows and develops between the two. This will help you understand how masculine and feminine dynamics create that desire and that attraction that makes dating so much easier. After we cover the basics of the traits and the polarity, we will go into examples, stories, situations that help illustrate the principle. And then we will close with an application point for each so that you guys can understand how do I actually apply these things to my personal life, my individual growth, and my dating as well. After every lesson, we will have group discussion. And the way I run these cohorts is I usually let anybody ask questions at any time, but we'll have a set aside Q&A time after the cohort so that we can talk about your personal situations, your personal experiences, your personal questions, so that nobody gets left behind. Everybody's situation is different. That is why live coaching is so powerful. This is not just a copy-paste, one-size-fits-most course. This is a group live context where you get to actually customize the teaching to you because you're going to be there asking questions and discussing as we go. As far as the logistics of all this, we're going to be going over 6 weeks starting Thursday, July 30th. We're going to be doing weekly live calls at 7 p.m. Thursday nights Eastern time. The recordings will be included. You guys can watch a recording if you missed, or if you just want to go back and watch it later, those will be available to you. We're going to be doing this on my private platform, Gravitas, that I use for my men's communities. And that will include a community chat, a voice chat, other resources, any sort of assignments that we do, recordings. You'll also be able to have conversations with other group participants. Again, it's co-ed, so there'll be guys and girls in there as you guys are all trying to pursue healthy relationships together. During this time, you will have unlimited DM access to me. You can ask me about questions, share your personal stories, get any clarification that you need, help applying things. I will be there for you guys in the DMs. The reason why this is such a good deal for what the fee is because usually when you get a course online, it's pre-recorded, it's generic, one size fits all, and there's no actual coaching, okay? You're just watching some pre-recording of one guy talking to a camera like I am now. It's not gonna be a group discussion with live Q&A with individual situations. This one, again, it's gonna be live, we're gonna be interactive, personalized, practical for you, and it's gonna include coaching. So when I tell you guys the price for this 6 weeks, it's gonna sound really low, and that's because it is. I wanted to make it accessible for you all. Any type of live coaching like this in a small group setting, because we do have limited seats, you're looking at $1,000 easily or more, especially depending on the level of access you get to the person. And even courses like this with no live access are easily close to $1,000. And what we're doing with this one is for the early bird pricing, if you go ahead and buy this weekend up until Tuesday of next week, which is 2 days before the course, you're gonna be able to get in for $279 USD. It's an incredible price for what you're getting. I know the ladies last year were really happy with the cohort. This time it's co-ed, we'll have guys and girls, and the content is gonna be even better this year. So I'm really excited to offer it to you at that price. If you wanna get in, there's a link in the description below. It will take you straight into the community after you pay, and you can get set up right now. But before you do that, I wanna let you know about a couple bonuses I wanna give you guys. Number one is we're not just gonna do 6 calls, we're gonna do 7. The 7th week is gonna be a live Q&A section where you guys can do any sort of questions that came up, any sort of situational run-throughs, any sort of conversations you guys wanna have after the fact. We can go through something again, we can go through something new. It'll just be a pure bonus open floor Q&A. You guys will choose the topics, and we'll make sure that everything that you guys wanna cover gets covered. Second bonus I wanna give you is the attraction cheat codes. Attraction cheat codes, last year I did the hot girl cheat codes for the feminine essence cohort. This is just gonna be the attraction cheat codes. And these are not cheat codes to make somebody attracted to you, but they are cheat codes to help you put yourself in front of the person in the right way and to help you know whether or not they're attractive. This is about first date psychology. This is about creating emotional momentum. This is about signals that increase attraction, common mistakes that kill attraction. This is how to know whether or not interest is mutual. This is how to put yourself in front of somebody. Okay, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like you can make someone attracted to you, nor would you want to. There was a movie about that recently. You don't wanna be doing that, but you do wanna be able to gauge is this person interested? And you want to be able to represent yourself in the best possible way. The attraction cheat codes will do that for you from a masculine perspective and from a feminine perspective. So to sum it all up, we've got 6 weeks plus a bonus week, live coaching, question and answer time, community discussions, recordings, assignments. You're gonna have DM access to me. You've got your bonus session, the attraction playbook, all on the private Gravitas platform. And even though that is an extremely high value stack for what it is, the price, again, if you get in on the early bird, acting now, acting today, that is going to be $279. If the link below still works, then you still have a chance to get in. I hope to see you in there. But at the end of the day, this cohort is not for people who want more information. These people that are going to join this cohort want to actually be transformed. If you want your relationship to be healthier, or if you want to be able to attract the right type of person into your life, if you're ready to understand the invisible dynamics of polarity that cause the masculine and the feminine to become attracted to each other with no Christianese, no mumbo jumbo, only practical truth rooted from a biblical foundation, then this is for you. I'd love to have you. Click the link below, join the cohort, get inside the community, and we'll get started very soon. I'll see you guys in a bit.